lot more to maths than just numbers.
Eddie Wu is the high school teacher everyone wishes they had. His parents wanted him to be a doctor or a lawyer, but his calling was in the classroom, and he's been teaching maths for 10 years.
Small pebbles are what were used to calculate with in the early days in ancient Rome.
Eddie appeared as a guest speaker at the New South Wales Business Chamber's first Education Forum to share his experiences in the classroom and talk about how the education system could be improved for students and their teachers.
My dream classroom is a collaborative space where students are working in groups, where they've got spaces where they can move off to the side, focus on a problem on their own, come together with their friends, be facilitated by a teacher who understands them, understands what makes them tick, and can help them grow in the skills that they need.
Mr. Wu is one of 84,000 qualified school teachers across the state, caring for more than 1.2 million students from kindergarten through to year 12 every day.
The quality of teachers and their teaching is clearly decisive in our schools and in the learning outcomes that our students are able to achieve. Making sure we get the best people to become teachers is a huge problem, and if there was an easy solution, we would have found it already.
Teachers are leaving the profession in significant numbers. Latest figures reveal 53% of people with a teaching degree do not work in education, and almost 50% of new teachers leave the profession in the first 5 years.
The problem is that once upon a time teachers were held in very high regard, up there with doctors and others in our community, and I often hear the expression from people these days, you'll hear a joke made, which is those who can do, those who can't teach. And I think the whole issue about teaching has become demeaned to an extent that, now that I've got 5 kids and I go to my kids' schools, the most precious thing that they do is to teach my children, and we need to be investing much more heavily in getting people who are suitable to be teachers, have a passion for teaching, have an aptitude for it. We need to be rewarding them. We need to be making sure that they're valued. We need to make sure their status is appreciated by society.
The Education Forum brought together business leaders, educators and change makers with the aim of transforming school education. Aside from cloning Eddie, coming up with real solutions to attract and retain quality teachers is central to the future success of education in New South Wales.
Teaching matters, Teaching makes a huge difference to the lives of individual students. I can see a direct causal line between the time that I spend understanding concepts, wrapping my head around what's the clearest way to explain this and help students experience it themselves. I can see a direct line from that effort and the experience of my students in the classroom and where they go after school, which is just amazing.